The U.S. Senate has approved the most sweeping overhaul of the U.S. tax system in more than 3 decades. The House of Representatives earlier approved the bill comfortably. Republicans have majorities in both houses of Congress. For final approval, the legislation must go back to the House on Wednesday for a procedural issue. Vice President Mike Pence presided over the vote and announced the result. Quote, on this vote the ayes are 51, the nays are 48. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is passed, he said. Shortly before the final tally was announced, protesters in the Senate's public gallery shouted, "Kill the bill." They were escorted out. It wasn't easy, but in one fell legislative swoop, Republicans have achieved some long-sought political goals. Subject to a vote in the House early on Wednesday, they have reduced taxes by more than $1. And it set a bomb at the heart of Obamacare by ending the tax penalty for those who don't have medical insurance starting in 2019. What one Congress can do, another can undo, of course, and the task ahead for Republicans is selling a skeptical public on the benefits of their plan. While they may argue that Americans will come around once they see lower tax bills, many may have already made up their mind. Like Obamacare 8 years ago, this tax legislation was passed by partisan muscle alone. And like that law, many Americans view the legislation as largely benefiting others. They will be difficult to convince otherwise. Repealing key provisions of this tax law will be as uniting for Democrats as health care repeal was for conservatives. Donald Trump and Republicans have their victories. They will have to fight to keep them. Democrat leader Chuck Schumer warned Republicans that they would pay a price for the awful legislation in the next year's midterm elections. The substance and polling are so rotten that a year from now Republicans will be running from this bill in shame for voting yes this evening, he said. Speaker Paul Ryan said, "Today we are giving the people of this country their money back." This is their money after all. Due to a procedural glitch, the House will have to vote again on Wednesday morning before the bill can be signed into law by President Trump. The bill permanently cuts the tax rate for corporations from 35% to 21% and also lowers individual tax rates, albeit temporarily. However, the non-partisan Joint Committee on Taxation says the legislation will add as much as $1